The Mutant Injection Spam is finally over, and high rounds will never be the same. Well, maybe. Treyarch has made one seemingly small change to Black Ops 7 Zombies that I believe completely eliminates the Mutant Injection Spam high round strategy. Now, for those of you who are unaware, the Mutant Injection high round strategy is basically spamming mutant injections forever. Usually this is paired with an early game strategy, so you gain a lot of salvage at first, and then as you progress through the rounds, you either have enough salvage to gain up more mutant injections, or you use a combination of two different strategies, one to get more salvage, one to then spam mutant injections infinitely. And before we get to the nitty-gritty of how they actually nerfed this strategy, I want to make it clear that I don't believe that mutant injection strategies are the only high round strategy in Black Ops 6. In fact, most of the high round strategies that I can think of don't involve mutant injections. Liberty Falls and Terminus now can use their wonder weapons, the Tomb uses the wonder weapon, the Ice Staff, and Energy Mines, Shattered Veil uses the Wonder Waff, and Reckoning uses the Gorgafex. So don't get it twisted, I'm not one of those people who thinks that mutant injections are just terrible for the game, that's the only way people play and it just ruins high rounds. I'm not one of those people. However, I do believe the mutant injection is a little bit too powerful and a little bit too boring, which I know are very subjective, so we're going to stop talking about this. We're going to talk about how exactly Treyarch fixed this. I was editing some Black Ops 7 videos. By the way, subscribe, you're going to see a lot more Black Ops 7 videos coming up and dissecting all the field upgrades and weapons and all this good stuff. I noticed that in this gameplay behind you, I'm on round 65 and I have around a 4,000 salvage and only 4,000 salvage. And this is really important because that is, by comparison to Black Ops 6, that is not a lot of salvage. Now in this game, I did use a handful of Mangler cannons and a self-revive. I think I went down once, but let's say theoretically I used 10 Mangler cannons, right? That seems to be pretty fair. And let's pretend I didn't go down, so I didn't have to waste my salvage on the self-revive. If we take our 4,000 salvage plus 1,500 for the self-revive, plus another 12,500 salvage for the 10 Mangler cannons that I think I used, and we get 18,000 salvage at round 65. Now, of course, that's after I upgrade the rarity of my weapon and use ammo mods, so let's round that up to 20,000. If we get 20,000 salvage after we get set up, that only allows us 8 mutant injections from when I get set up to round 65. That is incredibly low. And so I started digging around at other Black Ops 6 gameplay, and in an upcoming video, I got to health cap with an LMG, and as you can see in the gameplay, I only have 10,000 salvage. And I went across multiple other YouTubers and their high round gameplay reflected the same amount of little salvage. But how does that compare to Black Ops 6? Well, if we look at this live commentary, you can see I have 24,000 salvage at round 55. And then if we look at this live stream where I'm just using the Beam Smasher, I have 30,000 salvage at round 55. So I have anywhere from 2 to 3 times as much salvage in Black Ops 6 as I did in Black Ops 7. But I'm still not convinced. What if we just didn't get to a high enough round in Black Ops 7? So I went online and I just had to check out Decal's high round run, link in the description, and on round 100, you could see here he has 22,000 salvage. If we're assuming the mutant injection is still 2,500 salvage, that is only 9 mutant injections. Now, I'm not a super big high round person, but at that round, you're probably going to need more than 1 mutant injection to get through that round. And I noticed something else by this stream from Decal. At some point in time, he goes to the crafting table and crafts an RCXD, and then he drives that RCXD all the way into an ammo crate. Now from this position, zombies can't touch the RCXD, and so it's a constant stream of killing zombies. And the RCXD is only 1,000 salvage, much cheaper than a mutant injection. Granted, it is killing maybe a little bit slower than the mutant injection, but if we take a look at his salvage throughout this run, as the run progresses, if we skip way towards the end to around 200, he is decreasing his salvage gain. He is losing salvage. In fact, if we go all the way back to round 80, he actually has 30,000 salvage. All of this tells me that they have nerfed the salvage rate not only for the beginning rounds, but also for the high rounds, which means that you're probably not going to be able to just stack mutant injections back to back to back to back. You're absolutely still going to be able to use them, but they're more going to play like a support object. You're going to want to wait to use them in the right situation. They are no longer going to be the primary means that we get to a high round, which means we're going to be encouraged to use the map's wonder weapon. We're going to be pushed to use the traps of the map, and hopefully it means that we we can use our weapons to kill the zombies if we want to, especially with the beautiful high round adjustments that they've already done with Black Ops 7. If you don't know, they substantially reduced the super sprinters. They all but got rid of the special enemy spam. It's beautiful. Now, I do want to say I reserve the right to be completely wrong here. You might actually be able to spam mutant injections, but it might just take you a couple hundred rounds to gain the salvage to do so. Or what could also happen, they could absolutely buff the amount of salvage we get to make it similar to Black Ops 6, or they could have the suppressor attachment gain salvage back again, which I think they're gonna do. That would make the most sense. And then we might find some early game strategy where we can gain a lot of salvage to where we can make the distance to 999. And after all, I could be completely wrong about this. My numbers could be off, my understanding of how long it takes to get through high rounds could be way off, and if anybody has a better insight and better math about this, please let me know. I would love to know. But I truly think with these changes, we could see a great balance of these kill streaks. I love the zombie specific kill streaks. I do really love the mutant injection. It's one of the coolest things we've ever seen in zombies, but it has this bad reputation because it's quote unquote too easy. And even as a fan of the mutant injection, I do understand how it's pretty safe. There really isn't any counterplay. You hit a button, you pop into this thing, you kill a lot of zombies, they can never kill you. It's not like the death machine or the hand cannon where you can still be damaged. It's not like the chopper gunner where the zombies can run away from you. It's incredibly powerful and incredibly safe, especially if you have enough salvage and you sit by a crafting table and you just spam, spam, spam. Now, other possibilities to rebalance the mutant injection is to do what they did in Reckoning and have Klaus damage and weaken the mutant injection so you actually take more damage. Or what they could do is they could just simply increase the price of the mutant injection so that way you can't outpace the salvage gain from it. Or they can make it so that with every mutant injection you buy, the price increases from there and then caps out at some point. Either way, I wholeheartedly believe there is a place in the sandbox for the mutant injection, and especially this brand new disciple injection we're getting in Black Ops 7. But I'm really excited if the damage scaling is okay, if our weapons deal enough damage. Every single playstyle might be encouraged here, from the camping with the wonder weapon, from the using the traps, from training zombies and killing them with your weapons. We could all be eating really good this year. And if you're worried about high rounds taking too long or being too difficult without the mutant injection, I honestly wouldn't worry. As we said at the beginning of this video, most of the high round strategies in Black Ops 6 do not require a mutant injection. And all of this points to Black Ops 7's high rounds being some of the best in the entire franchise. And if you don't believe me, check out this video and stay beautiful.